Hey everybody, happy Thanksgiving! Today I'm going to make a dinner roll. I don't know how many of you watch Fallon and Moss Family TV. Great family-based channel. Absolutely love those people. And Fallon is such a great cook. She makes these dinner rolls that look absolutely amazing. And according to her, they're very easy to make. So that's what we're going to do, because the dinner roll recipe that I usually make is so complicated and time consuming. Who has all that time today? I know I don't. So we're going to give her recipe a try. If you guys haven't checked out their channel, make sure you hop on over to Moss Family TV. You got to see Baby Manly because he's absolutely adorable. Everybody in that family, they're just wonderful. They play Christian music. It's just, they're so talented, just a talented group of people. And we absolutely love watching their videos. So, according to her recipe, you're going to need 1 cup of warm water. You don't want it to be hot water because it's going to deactivate your yeast. You want it to be warm, like to the touch warm. Not cool, not boiling hot, just warm. You need 1 cup of warm water, 3 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. The way Fallon does it is she puts 3 cups in, and if the dough is still a little bit wet, she'll go ahead and add the other 1/4 cup. You need 1 package of active dry yeast, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of butter, and 1 teaspoon of salt. So we're going to get to making these rolls. Okay, we've got our 1 cup of hot water. It's just a little hot to the touch. It's not burn you hot. Putting our water in. And now we're going to take our package of active dry yeast. This is the kind that I have, Red Star. I think she uses Fleischmann's, which Fleischmann's is what I normally use, but it's not what I have on hand. So let me get this cut open. Okay, now I'm going in with my active dry yeast. Make sure to get all that out of there. Let me take the bowl off here for a second. Okay. So we've got our yeast in here, and we're just going to give it a stir around. Make sure to get it all off of there. Let me get a spoonula. Okay. I'm going to scrape this yeast down in here. Make sure we get it all. Okay. Just going to let that sit there for a minute while I get my rest of my ingredients. Okay. Now we're going to do our 3 cups of flour. She said to do 3 cups at first. And then if she needs to go back in and add another 1/4 cup, she'll do that towards the end, depending on if the dough is sticky or not. It's 2 cups. And 3 cups of flour. Okay, we've got that in. Now we're going to do, sorry about my arm. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of sugar. 1/4 cup of sugar in. Okay. Put my lids back on here. Okay. Now she also does 1 egg. So we're going to put an egg in here. All right, egg going in. She does 1 teaspoon of salt. So we need our measuring spoon out here. I'm going to have to do a half twice because no, we're just going to do it. We'll do it like this. Teaspoon of salt. She said the salt is very important in this recipe, so make sure you put your salt in. So there goes our salt. And then the last thing we're going to do is she takes 2 teaspoons of butter. So I've got my butter here. And she just cuts it up into small pieces in the dough. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take 2 teaspoons here. And we're just going to cut it up into little pieces. Just like that. She just cuts it up into small pieces. So I'm going to get this cut up in here and we'll be back. Okay, so we've got everything in here now. And Fallon uses a hand mixer. I think it's probably a KitchenAid. It has dough hooks to it. But I don't have a little hand mixer like that. I wish I did, but we're just going to mix it this way. And she said she mixes it, I think she said on about 3 is what she does it on. So one thing I forgot to do is to blend up my flour a little bit like I always do. I'm getting one step ahead of myself. So, all right. Now we're just going to give this a mix and let it go for just a little bit. I think that's about 3. So I'll be back when this is all mixed up. Okay, so this is what it looks like after mixing it for a couple of minutes. And it is a little sticky, so we're going to do what Fallon said, and we're going to add our other 1/4 cup of flour. All right, we put our other 1/4 cup in here, so we're just letting this go a little bit. You want it to be where you can touch the dough and have it not stick to your fingers. And it should pull away from the bowl. Just going to let it go around a few minutes. And we'll be back. Okay, we've got it good and mixed up now. As you can see, I'm touching it and it's not sticking to my fingers. So I'm going to get this pulled off of the hook. We're going to form it into a ball in the bottom of the bowl. And we're going to cover it with a dry towel and let it rise for, let me see. We're going to let it rise for about 1.5 hours. And there's the Moss Family TV famous yeast dinner rolls. And let me tell you, they are delicious.
Yes, they are.
Thank you, Fallon, for a wonderful recipe. I think we'll be making these from now on.
Yeah, every Thanksgiving.
Again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.